Can a 10-year-old go out alone? What age can children be left alone overnight? What exactly was cough syrup doing in the blood systems of children who never had any symptoms of flu-like, such as fever, cough, catarrh, in the last 3 months? So the findings, the result was something they couldn't imagine, and then they began investigations. Anyway, welcome to my channel. My name is Chinyere Ojike. Welcome to today's edition of Abroad Life. Now, this is particularly for people who are new to the UK, families, couples, or those who are still planning to migrate, because the heavenly doors of the UK on earth will soon be closing for the dependents come January 24th or January 4th, 2024, like they claim. They say this place is not heaven. Unfortunately, there is no heaven on earth. Yes. All right, so this is where we learn from experience. We learn by sharing people's stories, people's experiences in the past, and then we avoid repeating the same mistake they made. All right, so this is a true life story of a Nigerian couple. They arrived their almighty Obodo Yibo, in quotes, like they claimed. Meanwhile, when they got here, they have 3 kids. And you know this thing that happens with African couple, I don't know wherever you guys are coming from, on getting to abroad, the husband wants to work, the woman wants to work. You know, planning is very much imperative when you arrive to the Western country, because children are much valued. I mean, every adult is valued, but children, they are considered vulnerable, just like the elderly in this very country. You know, back home, you can deal with children, especially the nursery school. This is where teachers could eat their food and do some of the things. But here, before you start working with children, DDX, which is the CRB checks, they will be carried out on you to ensure that you don't have any previous criminal records in the past, isn't it? If you have ever worked with kids here, it's a long process for you to commence, because these children are considered vulnerable individuals and should be taken care of properly. Hence, they are under 16. When you hear children, don't look at that your boy, your child at the age of 10, that he or she has grown. Nah, no. You know, so do not ever think of leaving your children unattended. The story of this Nigerian couple goes like this. They both decided to work on plan. And guess what? They both choose to be working nights. People that have 3 children. The eldest was 9 as at the time. Or it could still be 9, because this thing happened recently. Now what happened? Every night, so these 2 couple, then go waka, jeje, pack their children in the house. Waka, go work, go find money. You know the way we are. Once we come here newly and we start working, you convert that money, the money you made just on a 10 hours of shift or 12 hours, man, once you convert it, it's equivalent to the money you make in 1 month back home. Your head would blow popcorn, pom. You want more. You begin to calculate all the projects you have in Nigeria. The house you want to build, you suddenly become a Father Christmas. You want to impress everybody back home. Therefore, you must work. If anybody is dropping shift, a colleague or Igbo colleague is dropping a shift, you are collecting it. Workaholic, restless human being, microtaxing. That is what you are. You begin to work. That a couple would choose to do night shift. 2 of them leaving their children under the ages of 10, Nulo, at home, unattended. I am telling you, this place, they are serious with these things. One of the days I was traveling, I was on transit. I think this thing happened at Darlington or Leeds. I think when I was going to Liverpool on one of my holidays. So what happened? The toilets. Men, female, I just put my boy. My boy is currently 8. I just leave him by the walkway. I say, wait for me here while I go in there and pee. Before I could come out of the toilet, come and see everybody. You know, Igbo, the way they are, they have already started asking questions. And I saw a security man walking towards my boy to come grab him. And he said, oh, are you together? I said, yes. They've already called a security man. Just make her go peace to come out. To come and pick my boy. You know, so you don't leave children unattended in this very part of the world. These days, if I am going to the ladies' bathroom, I take my boy straight. Some to follow me, jeje. He will enter there, go and pee in the ladies' toilet. To be honest with you, this is what I do. He's 8+. I walk him into the ladies to avoid wahala in this country. So, back to the story at hand or on the table. Guess what this couple then they do? As then they go work at night, they will give cough syrup or go kwara to these their children. Not even in fact, they know they measure them like they said, excess dosage. So that the children will sleep all through the night until they came back in the morning. Get them ready for school. This is absurd. It is called absurdity, arrow, abomination. Why would you do that? This is like drugging your kids to sleep. And it is prohibited anywhere in the world, even in Nigeria, my country. That is not good, my brothers and sisters. Why not make a plan whereby you will be working opposite of your husband's rota or opposite of your wife's rota? When you are not there, your wife should be present for that children. It is so wrong. Even if you have the mansion all alone, you live in a particular house alone by yourself. Don't do it in this country. If you are new here, guide your children jealously. Now, what happened? They said the children took ill one of the days. They took them to the hospital and they started investigation. You know this country, where small thing where you can get like this, especially children. Even though sometimes it takes time for them to get you an appointment, but an emergency situation, they will do everything. You yourself, you'll be tired of the labs. They will be carried out on you. So when they checked all these children, they discovered that they have cough syrups in their system. It was excess. I told my husband when I was listening to this story 2 days ago, my husband was like, why would they do something like that? That this is so wrong. I called him and said, oh, come and listen to this story. Oh. In this UK, this couple are very new. They never even reached 6 months here. They want to grab all the money, go build house in Nigeria that they will be visiting once in a year. If I thought they will be traveling once in a year. As I dey here now, this is my 5th year abroad. I never travel home. Imagine if I had one mansion somewhere in Nigeria that is locked up. Termites will be eating up those things. This is the way we are. Especially Igbos. I don't know about other tribes. Yes. In my own father's compound, I go there, you will see one house is locked. It's one stranger that is staying there. It's one stranger. Thank God that my big bro stays at Onitsha. So sometimes he goes home with his family. But this is how Igbos are created. They like mansions in their villages. I don't know if these couples are actually Igbos or not too. But a lot of Nigerians, Africans, we are just like that. Once we arrived abroad, we want to walk, as if that shift or those shifts will be running away. I was there in 2010 and I still came back in 2021. Shift is still there for you. Those shifts, care work is still there, support work, doctor's job. Which job are you looking for? They are still here, getting bombed, waiting for you. You will be the one that will get tired if you work Monday till Sunday. Some people are still in Nigeria. They will be asking you, this care work, care and social, they will be asking you, this healthcare assistant job they got that allows them to work just 36 to 40 hours a week. Will they get extra job? Somebody that is asking you this question has a family. How do you want to do that? You work from Monday till Sunday. Whereby in Nigeria, you only work during the daytime. Some would finish day shift and go for a night shift. Isn't that absurd? And you know that in this country, when you are at work, you are at work. You have no business pressing your phone. Total concentration. So after the lab processes, they found out that these children never had any form of flu-like wahala in the last 3 months. So how come in their system, cough syrup pack inside there, they breathe, can't they disturb them? And you know, lately there were these 3 kinds of, is it 3 or 4? 4 kinds of cough syrup that causes deaths in children. In Tanzania, it killed almost 300 children, and in some other countries in Africa. Though I don't think they would allow them to import such into this country. And this was how the police, social services, they come in, because you are not worthy to keep with these children. You are planning to kill them by drugging them. Yes. Yes. When you take, as an adult, you are supposed to take 2 tabs of paracetamol, and you take like 4 or 6 tablets at a go. Now drug will be that. Now you won't kill yourself, especially when you don't have any body aches, you don't have any fever, and you'll be overdosing yourself because you want to sleep. No obituary with that. So they had to take their children. You, an African, would you think that what the social services or the police, what they did was wrong? You want to work. Now this is the time for you and your husband to go and be sleeping. Why are you here? Why are you working for? Or what are you working for? What exactly are you hustling for, if not for those children? You need to devote time, protect them, guide them. Children are not allowed in this country by law to spend the night alone. They shouldn't be left alone overnight on their own. Hence, they are less than 16. Until 16 years. Are you hearing me? Until they turn 16. Yes. In the daytime, you can leave your kids. There is no age restrictions. Yes, even if they are 10, you can leave them. But when they are reading, wait, let me read it for you. Somebody asked this question on gov.co.uk. Are you allowed to leave a 13-year-old alone at home? The answer was, it is important to consider the child's maturity. It might be acceptable to leave a 12-year-old alone, but not a 13-year-old or older who isn't mature and may put themselves or others at risk of harm. You see, you can even leave your 10-year-old at home in the afternoon alone, depending if the person is mature enough, to stay away from harm. Kids, the way they are. I've shared one of the stories. There was this niece of mine that was staying with me in Lagos those years when my boy was a year plus. So I told my niece, I think she should be 12, thereabouts. Yes, because she's already started JSS1 then. I said, please, don't allow Somto to touch this battery on the window. Guess what? I walked to the living room. On coming back to the room, I saw this girl eating that battery that I asked her to watch Somto not to eat. A girl of 12. So this is exactly what they are explaining. You should consider the maturity of this child you are leaving at home in the daytime. No age restriction. You can leave a 9-year-old at home alone, but not for so long. Maybe just to buy something there and come back. But you must make sure that they cannot expose themselves or himself to danger of any kind. Another person asked this question. What age can children be left alone overnight? Listen to the response. Children under the age of 12 are usually not mature enough to be left alone. Children under 16 should not be left alone at home at night. Did you hear that? Not be me write this one. It's there. I can copy and paste this. Make una see. So this is it. When coming to Obodo Yibo, do like this. If they collect your children from you, what are you living for? How can you be alive in this country, United Kingdom? You are staying here, working, struggling. But your children, those people you are struggling to feed and to take care of, they are in someone else's home. Foster parents' home. You can't even reach them. I don't know if they are allowed to call you or not. And you know the reasons they will take your children away. They will also tell your children the same reason why they took them away, that you are a danger to their life. Now, if I be your child and I was told that you, my mother, my dad, that you are a danger to my own self, to my own life, well, more, I don't born you be that. It is simple as that. Especially when I'm not an adult, I cannot reason, I can't see all that. It is very easy to twist. It's not even twisting, but practically this is the reality. I don't blame them, to be honest with you. I don't blame them. If you can leave them alone. I have an 8-year-old, but every night I wake up, whenever I wake up to pee, I go check on him. Once you put him in bed, bam, he takes the duvet and covers his face. But once he falls asleep, I'll go and open that. Because if you do that when he's awake, possibility is, there is 100% possibility that he will still cover his face again. You see, so this is why children are not allowed to be alone on their own. So please, if you are coming, if you are new to this country, I'm begging everybody. I wouldn't come and be crying with you. I don't just like these things. To be honest with you, I don't feel comfortable. I know, to be honest with you, I know how difficult it is. The love we have for our children, the care and everything, whatever we are doing in this part of the world, is for the good of these little ones God has blessed us with. It will cause us more hazard, health problems. Someone would fall sick if their children are taken away from them. No contact until they are 18. By the time they are 18, they don't grow now. You bye-bye be that though. So this is it for this content. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this video to anybody, any family who is fresh, who may have stayed here for 6 months, even 5 months, even 1 year. Some do not know about this. Spread this. Yes, for those couples that are sleeping at work, leaving their children, it is not right. Thank you so much once again, and bye for now.